Woke PayPal executives are panicking this morning as tens of thousands of account holders are saying, enough. We have absolutely had it with all of your woke BS and we are done with you. We're going to see PayPal's latest utterly failed attempt at trying to cancel political opinions that offend their pathetic sentiments. And we're going to see precisely why PayPal looks like it's about to pay the ultimate price for going so ridiculously woke. Over the weekend, the Daily Wire broke the story of the new terms of service coming from the widely used electronic payment platform PayPal. According to the new policy, PayPal will no longer permit purchases of any service that was guilty of, quote, misinformation. In fact, they went even further. They went so far as to threaten their users with a $2,500 fine if they're found guilty of promoting such so-called misinformation. It's all part of an expansion of their, quote, existing list of prohibited activities, an expansion that begins, coincidentally enough, on November 3rd, just 5 days before the midterm elections. Among the changes are prohibitions on, quote, the sending, posting, or publication of any messages, content, or materials that promote misinformation or present a risk to user safety or well-being. Users are also barred from the, quote, promotion of hate, violence, racial, or other forms of intolerance that is discriminatory. Now, we all know what that means. We can translate that, right? We all know what PayPal is really prohibiting, don't we? As far as PayPal is concerned, you are prohibited from being or doing anything Democrats don't like. Remember, that's the way cancel culture works. Cancel culture operates according to a very clear pattern. You are not being canceled because you promoted misinformation. They want you canceled, and therefore you're promoting misinformation. You see, the verdict always precedes the crime. This is why even the Never Trump or Washington Times is admitting that the J6 committee is an absolute sham. It's a kangaroo court. It began with the verdict. And the verdict is, we need to stop Trump. And then they proceeded over these last several months to try to find or invent a crime to justify that verdict. That's exactly what PayPal is doing here with this misinformation clause, or even their notions of intolerance and bigotry. Those supposed crimes are there so that they can justify canceling you or your business or organizations or candidates that you support. And again, just days before the midterms. Now, what PayPal executives obviously thought here was that no one was going to notice these changes, right? It's a terms of service update, TOS. Who reads all that legalese nonsense? So they were hoping to make the change, no one notices, and then they start picking off patriots here and there and harassing them and interrupting their businesses and their lives under the radar, right? Except for one inconvenient little truth. Alternative media is changing everything. And that rising alt media unleashed a massive populist beast against PayPal like they never imagined in their worst nightmares, as we will see. It may very well crush this woke company once and for all. But first, gang, we all need to protect our assets from this woke insanity, and that's where the amazing patriots over at Goldco come in. If you've got $50,000 or more in an IRA, 401k, or savings account, you need to protect those assets from bumbling Biden's economic insanity with the timeless value of gold and silver. Click on that link below right now. Talk to our good friends over at Goldco. They're patriots just like us, and they're offering up to $10,000 in free silver if you open up an account with them. But that is a limited time offer, so do not wait. Click on that link below right now. Look at this from PayPal's former president, David Marcus. He tweeted out, quote, it's hard for me to openly criticize a company I used to love and gave so much to, but PayPal's new acceptable use policy goes against everything I believe in. A private company now gets to decide to take your money if you say something they disagree with? Insanity. Elon Musk, who helped create PayPal back in the day, retweeted Marcus's sentiment with the comment, agreed. The commissioner of the Federal Communications Commission, Brendan Carr, tweeted out, Orwellian. PayPal reserves the right to take your money if you post a message that PayPal decides is misinformation. This is why it's so vital that state and federal legislatures pass laws that prohibit discrimination by tech companies and protect free speech. And amidst all the calls for people to withdraw all their funds and close out their PayPal accounts, Candace Owens followed suit, tweeting out, "Just moved all money I had in my PayPal account out of it, and I very much suggest you do the same. This is serious. They're delaying the transfer pending review for 12 hours, but at least it's done. Hashtag PayPal is dead." Now, you'll notice her mention of this transfer restriction. That's huge. All right. PayPal is not letting you withdraw your money instantaneously from your account automatically all at once. And that is what more and more pundits are noticing may be an indicator that something utterly devastating is about to happen here for this woke corporation. Now, a very perceptive article came out yesterday on the Daily Skeptic asking the question that's on more and more investors' minds today: is PayPal about to go bankrupt? You see, PayPal's business model is apparently highly dependent on the interest revenue generated from all the customer balances that it holds. So if you have money in a PayPal account, you'll notice you're not getting any interest off of it. PayPal does, not you. So these calls for mass withdrawals from people's PayPal accounts disproportionately punishes PayPal in ways we can't even imagine. So PayPal's doing everything they possibly can to delay the inevitable here with their transfer restrictions so as to minimize the damage done and the amount of monetary loss that's coming from so many who are closing their accounts as of today. And now PayPal is begging. They're literally on their knees begging all of these users to come back. Their attempted damage control is so cringe. This is going to absolutely make your day. And speaking of bankrupting businesses, make sure to click on that link below and head on over to my special website for the Ready Project food supply. No one makes preparing for an emergency more ridiculously easy and affordable than our good friends over at the Ready Project food supply. Their food kits last up to 25 years in storage. They include breakfast, lunches, and dinners. And if you act right now, you're going to save 25% off a full 4-week emergency food supply when you click on that link below to my special website. So whatever you do, do not wait. Click on that link below and start building your own emergency food supply today. All right, so now PayPal is officially retracting their updated terms of service. This is gold. They're crying uncle. They are and they're caving because they're cowards, by the way. All woke warriors are cowards, right? But regardless, they're caving. And they're not just caving, but they're actually trying to make the argument. You're going to love this. They're trying to make the argument that the misinformation clause was an error. It didn't belong in there. In other words, you ready for the irony of ironies? PayPal is claiming that their misinformation policy was itself misinformation. I mean, you can't make this stuff up. Well, actually, you can't, because that's exactly what they're doing. They got caught trying to cancel us, and now they are blatantly lying to us. They're lying right to our faces. The clause that explicitly stated that they were from now on prohibiting the sending, posting, and publication of any messages, content, or materials that they claimed were promoted misinformation, that was about as deliberate a statement anyone could possibly make. They had every intention of going through with that, right? But the rising parallel economy caught them. Alt media and alt tech combined to stop them in their tracks. They can try to deny it all they want. Unfortunately for these woke PayPal idiots, it is not the first time they've done this. This is hardly the first time PayPal was caught going full woke. PayPal has an abysmal record of years of canceling conservative and patriot accounts, and this is but the latest in their sycophant attempts. They can claim it was all just one big misunderstanding all they want. The damage was done long ago. Would it not be astounding if one of the most woke companies on the planet collapsed precisely because of its own misinformation? As always, make sure to smack that bell and subscribe button. You will definitely want to check out my latest video on how Facebook collapsing. Their offices are closing. They're handing out thousands of pink slips, all as Meta's market value is in absolute freefall. This is going to make your day. So make sure to click on the link, and I'll see you over there. God bless.